Hello, second graders. Today we'll be doing an activity called Who Is It?, which is an activity using and looking at scatter plots. We're going to work on three different goals today. The first goal is going to be how to interpret a scatter plot. This means how are you going to read and look at a scatter plot to answer specific questions based on the information you see on the graph. In our scatter plots today, information is given about kids and how many dogs and cats they have. Each kid is represented by a dot. That dot gives you two pieces of information. We will look at that in just a bit. The second goal is going to be to match mathematical relationships given in words with those shown on the scatter plot. Ooh. This means you'll be reading information in words and then figuring out the information those words are displaying and how that would be represented on the scatter plot. Basically, where the point would go. The last goal is to make inferences. Remember, an inference is a conclusion based on reasoning and data. You will be given clues and have to determine what point on the scatter plot is represented by that clue. So if we look at this scatter plot, it is, this one says the scatter plot shows the number of cats and dogs and the number of dogs that Britt, Abby, and Emmy each have. So on the vertical side, you have the number of cats. Remember, vertical goes up and down. The horizontal says number of dogs, and that goes side to side. So on the scatter plot, you're going to be figuring out how many each of these people would have. So if you look, Britt right here has 2 cats and she has 1 dog. Remember, each dot shows 2 pieces of information. So Abby here has lots of cats. She has 4 cats and she has 2 dogs. They really like animals in that family. And then Emmy right here has 1 cat and 3 dogs. Wow, that poor cat with lots of dogs. So that is how you kind of read a scatter plot. So you're going to be doing that with the slides that you have. You're going to be answering the questions. So I'm going to show you one more slide. So here we go. Who is it? Who has the most cats? So we can see here that Abby has the most cats. So we're going to put Abby right like that. And then who has 2 cats and 1 dog? So that would be Britt. Whoops, let me get back here. There we go. Who has the most cats and dogs in all? Well, this one, we're going to have to do a little math. So we see that Abby has 4 cats and 2 dogs, so 4 plus 2 is 6. Now we look at Britt. Britt has 2 cats and 1 dog, so 2 plus 1 is 3. And Emmy has 3 dogs and 1 cat. 3 plus 1 is 4. So we could say that Abby has the most cats and dogs. Now, here is a subtraction question. Britt has 2 fewer dogs than. So let's look. We know Britt is right here. Does she have 2 fewer dogs than Abby? No, that would only be 1 because 1 minus 2, or 2 minus 1 is 1. But look at Emmy. Emmy has 3 dogs, so 3 minus 1 is 2. So this would be Emmy. Okay, so second graders, that is what you are going to do with your scatter plot and how you read it and answer the questions on all of the slides. So good luck on your activity this week.